Hey guys, we are the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we are back today with a brand new active release. This one is titled Masters of the Sky. And now what this one is...
Isn't it Masters of the Air?
Damn, yeah. Now this one is related to the Pacific and Band of Brothers, which I believe all of us are very big fans of those shows.
Yeah.
Those, especially the Band of Brothers for me. Now... What were you going to say, Joe?
I was going to say, have we all seen Band of Brothers and the Pacific?
Yeah. You haven't seen Band of Brothers? What are you missing out?
But I was just checking.
This has been something that when I saw this announced, I never expected we were going to get another installment in this. So I'm very excited, especially because it's about pilots. And me personally, my grandfather was a pilot during World War II. He flew actually weather reconnaissance before missions to make sure that stuff wasn't, going to go happen with the weather wrong before like D-Day landings and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So this is pretty cool. It was like the first weather reconnaissance unit, which is actually the name of the unit, I think. But I'm really excited to jump into this. I have no predictions or anything because it's historically accurate, so we know what's going to happen anyway.
And I mean, we know what we're getting from the first two seasons, which is like a very...
One season.
I think America wins.
No, I meant Band of Brothers. I meant the two previous series.
Now, but we also know that these are one of those shows where even if somebody seems like they're the main character, they're not safe.
Yeah, no one is.
Nobody is safe. And that makes it tense. And that tension is what helps these shows go. Now, I don't think we have to dwell on it too much. I think we just jump right into this episode. Sure. Before we do that, though, I will say we do have a Patreon. And if you're a fan of that, what that means is we release full-length videos on there. This episode is available for free for full-length on Patreon. You just have to bring your own source material, which we allow you to give you like a little bit to sync up so that you could keep on track with us. This is the first episode, and we are starting it in 3, 2, 1.
Bucky, next round's on us.
He's never done that before.
So you're Bucky and he's Buck?
That's a long story.
John was always Bucky since he was a kid, right?
Right, yeah.
And Gail, well, Gail's always been Gail. Until?
In the Air Force and your name is Gail?
Bucky here, he's not deterred. No, sir. It's just Buck this, Buck that. Buck, can you help me tie my shoes? Buck, help me fly this plane.
Buck, you're gonna dance with me before this night is through.
She's so confident.
Don't make me dance, Marge.
Yeah, no.
I am amazed that we're friends. You don't like to dance with a beautiful woman. You don't drink. You don't gamble. You don't like sports.
Wow. We are one of life's great mysteries.
Man, they do such a good job of setting it up of like the rose-tinted glasses before they actually go to war kind of thing.
But also, I feel like I'm in the 40s right now with the whole set design. And
Atmosphere, music, everything.
I'll be an observation.
389?
Oh, observation pilot. See?
Oh! Grandpa! Oh, we're just jumping into it? They're in Germany. Oh my god.
Oh no. Are the hydraulics fucked?
Are they stalled?
I don't think they're stalled if they're going down.
They're about to...
Oh, what are those?
Fucking yikes.
What are they, Messerschmitts the Germans used?
We need a new heading.
I think Messerschmitts were the bombers. I think the Focke-Wulfs were the fighters.
Wait, Bears, just wait. Hang on.
Is that Bucky?
I can't tell.
Bucky's the guy doing the first aid,
Oh, gonna make
Jesus Christ.
Those are big rounds.
Fighters, 12 o'clock. Woo! Get one.
I didn't expect this much stress in the first 5-10 minutes.
Like I said, they do an awesome job of that.
I forgot how good they are at this.
They're like...
Damn, he made it.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm glad they made it. I was kind of concerned they were all gonna die.
Oh, the plane.
Look at the plane.
Oh my god.
I'll figure it out. We all do.
The set design is already so impressive.
I wonder.
Oh, it's Kiss with lipstick. You see that?
Oh, let's see why you want to name the sport after.
Oh, she's special.
She's formidable.
Formidable.
Clear to land.
What's this ominous music?
Yeah.
It's a little breezy.
Something terrible is gonna happen.
Might want to circle around, Major. Welcome to Greenland.
Greenland. The pilot looks very calm. That's reassuring.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
That was a fucking.
Yeah, he's clearly not done yet.
Well, he's on the ground, you know, like.
Charles Crookshank, also known as Crank, was from New England.
Hiya, Crank.
I don't think Crank's making it.
Stop it.
That's cool.
That is cool.
You friends with Egan? Major John Egan? Bucky?
I am.
Whatever he said, I didn't know it. He just wanted me to give it. So it's your pleasure. And how exactly is this?
The unicorn?
Sergeant, I don't know what went on. You told me that to make up for it.
Broken narwhal tusk? Took 2 of my couches, broke almost every glass in the bar.
See?
Now he lands this. I get both those bikes.
Yeah, you're on Yank.
Both of them.
All right, both of them.
Not my eyes. Not my eyes, Tommy, all right?
Oh, it's him.
Oh, thank God. His Air Force career would have been real short.
I know. It was like, I'll leave my eye open now.
He's getting more than a kiss, too. Oh, it's actually a bicycle, too. I love that.
I guess he's on leave at the base where he hasn't shipped out yet, huh?
He's having the best time of his life, right?
That bike for sale? Not for all the money in the world.
Is that bike for sale? Was bikes like a big thing?
Yeah.
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 Yeah?
But I had another problem. Uncontrollable
Oh,
air
is anybody bad with vomiting?
Oh, man.
Gross.
I thought you were about to throw
I thought we were about to have a vomit on cam.
Oh, that's an enemy planes coming view if I've ever seen one.
Is that the coast
No,
of
they
England?
found land.
No, they got separated over the Atlantic.
Yeah.
So they might be hitting the main body of
Europe.
of Europe instead of England.
You might be right.
We shouldn't be over water, Lieutenant.
Oh, good Lord in heaven.
Is that France?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flap.
Pilot to crew, back ahead.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Oh, what a terrifying sight.
He's still drunk?
He's got 2 bikes.
Got a nice jacket.
Morris, thanks for the bikes. I'll get you next time.
What a good-natured fella.
I mean, they came to help them in a war, so, you know.
I mean, he lost 2 bikes. He could be mad about that.
But he bet them.
Yeah.
Facts.
Being a kid in the
That's
40s,
just a real dude.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, like...
being a kid in the 40s and seeing planes like that is probably like us seeing spaceships.
And also, even for the adults, that basically means, like, safety.
Yeah.
Like, when you see, like, Allied planes flying over...
Especially if America's landing on you,
Also,
like.
for the adults, like, they weren't even.
Yeah, it's not like
They were born before planes, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
warplanes at least.
Well, there was a lot.
Not
of
to mention most people who were in England at this point or near in the future are deathly afraid of planes. So,
Nah, I wouldn't say planes because the Royal Air Force was massive. Oh!
No harm ever. If at any point in this show harm comes to that dog, I'm gonna lose it.
He's a good boy.
No, I think he'll be fine.
Is that
He
a husky?
better be.
It's a husky.
I think it's a Malamute.
Too small.
One of my crabs.
About 10,000 feet.
What color is his eyes?
He's got a mask. Got a name? Meatball.
Yeah!
Welcome to the 100th, Meatball.
Yeah!
Negative on right. Fuck.
Bravo won't come down.
Blum, get on the manual crank.
Oh,
Manual backups, you love to see it.
Oh, it's jammed.
no, I think it's just. Yeah, it is.
Bring the left landing gear up.
Sure.
Yeah. We got a better shot at walking away from a belly landing with you on one wheel.
Rescue crew at the ready. Over.
Yeah, I mean, it's all you can do. Just like, good luck. We'll have people there for you afterwards.
Oh, they're all linking arms so they don't move and stuff. They get smashed around. That's such a good idea.
oh, I guess they're not supposed to do the runway either.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Softer landing.
Dude, those blades are gonna fucking break.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right next to the pilot's suit. Yikes.
Seems like he did that about as well as he could.
Yeah, no, that seems pretty solid of a landing.
Oh, go on. Go on. Nice.
Oh. And thank God the vomit bag didn't go everywhere. Oh, they gotta get us on fire. Oh.
We got separated in clouds. And then we had some kind of electrical failure, so we spent an hour just trying to get the wheel down.
Oh, he's covering for him.
You know what they say? There are two kinds of pilots. Those who have had a wheels up landing, and those who will.
Want to tell me about this unicorn story? Unicorn's my favorite extinct animal.
Extinct animal.
Fucking love it.
I'm liking Bucky a lot.
Wrong side of the road, Lieutenant. Sir, welcome to New England.
I forgot his name.
I think I would be of more use to them and you as a squadron commander rather than an air exec.
Is he drinking milk? He is.
Man of culture.
And I expect all officers.
That was height of milk will strengthen your bones propaganda.
Big milk. It was big milk.
Big milk, dude.
Wasn't that like the 80s? I don't know if that was the 40s.
Nah, that seems like a 40s
So he's
thing.
getting put behind a desk, which is clearly not what he
He's been behind the desk. That's what he was saying. Oh.
I guess the milk's not that good. Oh, got blood? Damn, he's lactose intolerant.
I'm alright.
And
What the fuck was that?
What?
He's clearly not well.
Clearly not well, but like he didn't even cough. He just was like, just gonna vomit blood very suddenly.
Blood and milk.
Was he holding it in that whole time?
That's what happens when you drink pilk.
With hundreds of hours of flight training in the States, we had to believe we were prepared. There was always a special breakfast on mission days.
Would you please toss the salt over your shoulder so we can all get on with our breakfast?
Oh, thing doesn't bring us bad luck. You said toss the salt. He said toss the salt.
He's being serious too.
No, he is.
It looks so cool.
They are. They're fresh as fuck.
Oh, fuck, they're going to Bremen?
You know about that?
We'll be hitting the U-boat pens on the Basin River, and Captain Becker will finish up with the weather. Major?
Thanks, sir.
Grandpa, say you with the weather. I will lose my shit if they actually say his name.
He seems very competent though.
He does.
I like your after shit.
This is how close I want you on my wing today.
Giving someone your good luck charm, I feel like, is bad luck. You know?
Well, he's also in the lead. Like,
Yeah,
he's the
not-
lead aircraft.
Yeah, no,
So.
he is.
See you all later.
Which actually feels like, I feel like I've heard somewhere where that was actually a good thing because they didn't immediately start shooting at the first sight of the first plane. They'd wait.
Well, he's leading the high group. I feel like more danger is if you're in the low.
It depends.
Sure, yeah.
It depends because flak explodes at a certain height, but lower your.
Well,
set
not only
machine on
that,
fire.
but when the flak guns are able to track you if you're higher up because you're going slower through their field. Whereas if you're low, you can kind of just, like, the flak will try and shoot you and then you're gone past it.
Yeah, when you're. Yeah, exactly what he said. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
flak is set to detonate at a certain altitude
Remember your training?
or time.
Know your
Remember?
job.
You know what's crazy to think is most of these guys are younger than us.
What?
All of these guys are.
All these guys are younger than us.
Yeah.
The key to our survival was sticking together, creating a combat box of defensive fire from a tight formation.
That's so crazy.
Yikes.
That would kind of hype me up, to be honest.
That was the point. I mean, you're going to somewhere you could very well die.
Absolutely.
Please hype me up.
Man, that's gotta be crazy, bro.
Being the gunner on the bottom, bro. Yikes.
See the gunner? Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Ball gunner.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
Roger that.
There's just a flare hole.
That's so cool.
that is cool.
That is cool.
Holy shit! D-17 traffic light wrong. They're right below us. Damn it! There's a
Yikes.
fort on top of us! That's Clavin's fort. I'd know that aftershave anywhere. Serious? I mean, you told him to stay close.
He did.
Not like that.
He said a dime can't fit through.
God, this is a lot of anxiety, and they're not even in combat.
No.
Christ, we need to catch up to the rest of the group. We're way behind.
Oh, of course.
Red meat lead, this is surface lead. What's going on back there, Veal?
Red meat lead veal.
God damn it, shut it down. Cutting fuel. Can't maintain this pace, we're headed back. Copy, surface lead.
Oh, here we go. Holy shit, right off the rip.
88s.
Wow.
Yep.
Here we go. Flag incoming.
Bro, and the crazy part is they just have to drive through it.
Yeah.
Pray.
Yeah, you literally just keep your bearing and hope for the best.
Plus, I gotta feel like it makes it so hard to pay attention to anything else going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
About 11 minutes.
Roger.
11 minutes?
Wow. 11 minutes.
Well, the plane's gotta go down.
I mean, there's shrapnel hitting everywhere.
Hey, all the evil spirits! Holy shit! Hey, man! I can't see a damn thing. Should I drop? It's no good. Sir, I am not dropping bombs if we can't see the damn target. I'm scrubbing this mission.
Bro, what?
Navigator, prepare a new heading.
I mean, what if you bomb like an innocent village? Like, you gotta be precise.
It's France, it's not Germany, right?
Yeah.
No, they're in Bremen. It's Germany.
Oh.
So what the fuck are they gonna do now? What?
Keep flying through.
Follow the mission. Uh-oh.
That means
Fighter
fighters.
planes.
Yes, it does.
Oh, no.
Black stopped.
Ruh-roh.
Fighter!
Jesus Christ.
Going after field crew!
Oh, they're going after the pack in the back.
Hey! Fuck it! Anyone see shoots?
Fuck, bro.
I don't see any shoots.
That's a lot, too.
Fighters are so much faster than these things.
Did he just...
No. No, he didn't.
Oh, Christ! There goes small bomb! Jesus!
Oh.
Boy!
Bro.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
See them,
They're not coming out of it, dude.
190's coming back at us!
They were too far behind. They just got picked off.
Damn!
Oh, it's worse than the
Damn.
jam. Dude, come on.
Not time.
Come on.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Wow.
Come on! Come on!
Oh, he burned his hands, or
His hands are fucked.
he burned his hands.
Damn
Yeah.
equipment. Fighters are gone. I only see 2 left from the 349, sir.
It's his first mission, right?
Shot a hole in the turret. I'm freezing to death. Can somebody get me out of here?
Back at base right after we dump these bombs in the channel.
You can't land with bombs, it's too dangerous.
Makes sense.
His hands are fucked.
Everyone's psyche is fucked because they didn't even get to do the mission and they lost people.
The blood.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Well, you know who's replacing him, right?
Buck.
Eric,
Bucky.
Zach.
Not another word. Not another word. Save us for the interrogation. Let's get the truck moving. No talking till the interrogation.
It's crazy, dude.
It is crazy. Wow.
Didn't drop a single bomb.
I know. Let's go.
Yeah, so like a complete failure
Yeah.
of a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
But it was gonna be like...
Line up. 2 missions. You didn't tell me it was like that.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what I saw. "30 guys.
Should have been up there with you.
We got a long road ahead of us.
Damn right.
Yeah.
By interrogation, he meant like debrief.
I assume
debrief.
Yeah.
You're not. I'm imagining you're not supposed to talk about it with anyone until.
Crazy.
I really like Buck and Bucky.
Living up to the hype already of the first two shows.
Meatball though.
Yeah. So, besides that, it's very interesting because as we as you know from Band of Brothers and Pacific, a lot those shows start with the training. You can't do that for pilots really because, as they already said, they're basically officers, most of them, and they have hundreds of hours of practice time. So what better way than just to throw them right?
Yes. Well, we're also seeing they were also in basic prior to the U.S. at a minimum getting involved.
Exactly, which makes sense because most of the infantrymen we see in the other shows were drafted because of the war, whereas these guys are probably most of them are enlisted. Well, a lot of them are drafted too.
Yeah, sure.
But these ones are volunteer enlistments for the most part, probably because pilots, know.
Well, no. I'm saying they're not even volunteer enlistments. They were already in the service.
Yeah, you don't just go in and come out like I'm a major now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I get it. I understand.
Like they're like in the military. They didn't just like get gung-ho about the war and join. Or so it seems, at least the main character.
The production of this show is like there's not a single thing I saw that I was like that's CGI or like that's like I'd imagine that they were flying real planes and doing all of this.
The only thing I could see
so real.
The only thing I could think of maybe being CGI is the one scene with all the Germans setting up their AA guns, and the ones up front were obviously real, but the ones because there was a line of
I mean, come on.
That's obviously going to be generated.
It still looked awesome.
But that was crazy.
I didn't even think about that.
I think
it's a nice shot.
I really like that it started off like it was going to be really slow, and then it was just like, nope, enough of that.
Right into it.
Oh, we're going down.
That's crazy. And
I like that a lot, and I really like that they immediately showed how they have no combat experience, and they went into a mission. It didn't go super great, and then it went worse.
Yeah.
So,
and the reason why it didn't go so great at first, I don't know if the reason. Obviously, they wouldn't have been able to drop bombs, but as they stated, in order to defend themselves and create a crossfire, they have to fly tight. But because I believe his name was Veal, because Veal's plane had a malfunction in the engine, and he was the lead plane, the bombers, the B-17s were following at his pace.
Yes.
And then they
were never able to fill the gap afterwards.
And as a result, we know, I don't know, I'm pretty sure all four of us are very, into military history, especially World War II. I think it's a very big thing that a lot of people are into, learning about that history. We know, German fighter tactics are obviously, we had the discussion, it's not picking off the front, it's the back.
Well, I mean, it was, do they go after the 12 or the 6? I mean, it's not even, it's like or however many.
Well, they even stated it, like if they go for the weakest target, like literally sharks in the sky.
Yeah, it's literally a predator.
Well, because you also noticed the fighters came in at the larger group and then they just peeled off and that was it.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't worth the risk at that point.
Exactly. Because they said how many guns are on each, 12. There's 12 guns on each bomber, and they had 19 bombers that were run out. One returned early because of the malfunction.
In that squad.
So
it's a lot of guns.
12 times 18 guns, basically 200 guns, machine guns. And, besides the fact that the Messerschmitts have, cannons in the front, most of them actually have the same type of millimeter bullets. Those machine guns they're using, most of them, besides the bottom gunner as well as the top gunner, are, I think, Browning 50 cals, it looks like.
I don't know. Well, sure.
They're using a strong enough caliber of gun to pierce metal.
And And this show is showing off the rip. There's, if you know military history and fighter history, a lot of bombers when they would returned looking exactly like that bomber did.
They did a great job of making a returned bomber plane look like a returned.
I also love the one guy how the fuck did this get back here?
Yeah, no, chewed up is the perfect way to sum that up.
And you see as they're panicking, the one guy who's panicking is trying to unjam his gun because it's probably, not only was he shooting and it's hot, but he burns the hell out of his hands in the process, which almost, disables that gun for the most part because you can't aim and shoot as well.
I also actually really appreciated in that scene, because I struggle with this all the time, he's wearing gloves. But you can't work on something like that with gloves. So he takes them off and burns the shit out of his hands and put the gloves back on.
Which,
I associated with that on a deep level.
Fair.
And
I just like that attention to detail.
Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty straight. Like, I feel like there's not much to discuss. It's just amazing.
So far, yeah.
You know,
and it goes to show, you know, with all the things going on, just the mental strength you have to, after being in that situation, get back in that plane and fly. Because you just watched 3 planes full of your friends that you were just celebrating the night before with go down. You just, you know. And
I'll one up you. Yeah. Imagine being the guy who has to get in the thing in the bottom again.
Yeah, dude, the bottom ball gunner. Like, Jesus Christ!
Well, that poor man.
Well, and they said it too. He got,
please let me out. Please let me out.
He got so messed up.
God, that was fucked up.
It's not even just about, you know, being, you know, if he wasn't shot, the penetration of the glass, because of how high they are, is so freezing cold. He was getting hypothermic. I didn't even think about that until it happened.
Yeah, and over 10,000 feet up.
And
and you also have to remember, he was dealing with that while they were being attacked, because he didn't want to, like, because there's more important things going on. He has to still be shooting the gun.
And we see what, you know, we saw those bombs on the plane. Obviously, with penetration from hull bullets, you know, from the cannons on the Messerschmitt as well as their machine guns, they can set off those bombs on the inside. And when that happens, it's just, we saw that one plane just get taken out within half a second because it just went.
Yeah, that's actually, I also thought that was a really good thing they put in there too. When you see that happen, they're like, oh, are they bail out? Like, do you see parachutes? And yes, that's right. Like, I know they're worried, but it also showed they had no combat experience because they totally stopped paying attention to what else is going on. They were looking at the other plane crashing, and you know what I mean?
It was
so like they were not battle hardened.
Yeah. And it also shows you like how much really relied on human skill, like back then, even in the air. It's like, do you guys see anything? Like, what do you mean, do you see anything? Where's your radar? Where's like some? What do you mean, do you see anything?
Well, that also relates to the fact that the navigator directed them to the wrong direction because he has to use a map.
They're so lucky they didn't get shot down.
And then there's the whole situation with they don't know where the other planes are in relation to them because
they almost crash.
There's so many things you have to worry about, and you have hundreds of hours of combat experience, training experience. But the moment you add live fire to these situations, it just, you know, you have to learn to adapt.
And not to mention they have to communicate. There's so many people per plane.
And I think at this point, the only people who had any type of combat experience
wasn't on the flight
from America. At this point, especially, there was those groups of American volunteer pilots that joined like China and whatnot in World War II before this happened, and those were like the only Americans that deployed to, you know, combat experience besides that guy who had just 2 missions of combat experience.
Yes, and those were only like observational or whatever.
You look at it,
well, a big point of this is like this is the early days of America getting into the war because they straight up said that they hadn't made it to the continent.
This is
they were the first ones.
They've got like another
Flying Tiger
3 years before they gain any type of air superiority over,
and they already showed how
it's fogged for this whole season,
and you already got to see how dug in the Germans are on the continent.
Well, I mean, like I said though, you know, so the name of the group of the pilots is called the Flying Tigers, and they were a volunteer group that went out to China and helped fight Japan in 1941 to 1942.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this.
No,
I was like,
no,
what?
I'm saying because at this point, America's not really drawn into the war until Pearl Harbor.
Pretty much that.
So the only people who were in combat experience are, like I said, the Flying Tigers, who were volunteer pilots
and have nothing to do.
And they're not even anywhere here. Yeah. So these guys are all, you know, brand new pilots, whereas Germany has been fighting a war for almost 4 years at this point, and one of their main tactics is using bombers. It's 1993, so 1939 to 1943, right? Because then they do an invasion of Poland and stuff before the actual start of World War II.
They did military actions prior, but I think this is like 41.
No, they said 43.
Is it 43?
Yeah.
That's okay.
42 or 43. But the big thing is, you know,
they're
inexperienced. And you're up against these German pilots who not only was the Luftwaffe one of the most elite pilot groups in the world at this time, besides the Royal Air Force, but they have been fighting a war, like I said, for almost, you know, 2-3 years at this point.
Yeah.
So they have thousands of hours of combat experience, and how many aces, you know, people who have like taken down multiple planes. It's crazy to think that you're sending, you know, even though these are colonels and majors and stuff like that, they might as well just be privates.
No, they have no combat. Yeah.
I know
it's the most long-winded way to say they're new.
I agree with what you said, Joe.
Are you looking it up right now, Mike?
So, can we also talk about the fact that the colonel just like died or something? Like, died. He didn't die.
Dude, well, I thought you were right. I thought you were calling it that it was like the shit was gonna hit the fan, and then it was just gonna be like, bleh!
Yeah, it
mid-flight.
They introduced it as like he can't control that.
Literally landed, and then he was like, "Yeah, no,
Mike,
if he's
you're right.
not
It's like
dead, he's
1942.
dying."
Yeah, violently ill, and then just down.
Yeah, no, I think this is 42 because the U.S. joined, I think, December 41, which makes it, and it seems like they just got to Europe.
You're right. Also, I was completely wrong. It's not Masters of the Skies. It's Masters of the Air.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that. All three of you, the whole review crew.
Yo, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't say shit.
We all were like Masters there, and Mikey was like, no, it's Skies.
We will check the footage.
Hold on, wait. I'm going to have to...
I didn't say shit.
You know, as we come to the end of this
episode, cut it off after I correct you. Right. Stop it there.
I might. But this is actually really funny. Sorry. It's just, we were just too
excited. Yeah, no, I didn't say shit.
Yeah.
I was like a 50-50. I was like, I'm not confident enough for
the Air sounded right.
Masters of the Sky sounds lame. Right? Masters of the Air sounds cooler. But could also be Avatar.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I don't have anything else to add to the discussion, really. I'm
Hold on,
thinking about it.
Before we end, who put this on?
Eddie.
Why did you correct him?
He did.
I did.
He did.
I did.
You backed him up.
You backed him. Like you're
confident.
I'm always confident.
You backed him up. If you had said nothing, they would have done their thing where they
it's
argued.
on the paperwork. It was Master of the Skies.
I made a paper schedule. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our little bit of
top tier.
Our top tier discussion at the end, a little bit off the rails. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure you do check out our Patreon, which does have the full-length version of this episode for free, as well as every episode coming after this will be available on the $5 tier with users.
Also, I was going to say one disclaimer. None of us are history experts or anything, so I'm sure we got a ton of stuff wrong.
Yeah.
So feel free to let us know in the comments how fucking wrong we are.
I mean, we couldn't even get the name of the show right. So let us know what we did wrong.
At least we said it confident.
Yeah. We're not military experts.
I just wanted to say, because I know people take it really seriously, and we
of course.
You know, we're just
and as we said, you know, we're coming to this show with serious. Unfortunately, we did get the name wrong at first, but this is one of those things where
whoa,
I did
loose use of we
for real.
All right. I'm ready to wrap this one up, though, guys. Thank you for joining us. Let us know in the comments below what we did wrong, what we did right in terms of
besides for the show.
Yeah, besides the show name, we know that already. Otherwise, if you like it, make sure you do like the video. It goes a long way with the helping, as well as subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And thank you for watching.
If you want to join in our discussion or tell us how wrong we are in person, you let us know on Discord.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just yell at Mikey.
Otherwise, yell at me. Hi, guys. We're the 732 Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're wrong, or I'm wrong.
And we're wrong.